Hey, well done. Your decision to sign up for my Insider Secrets to Fast and Affordable Debt Collection free online training stands to save you a countless amount of time, money, and frustration. Now, by the time you finish watching this video, you should have received an email from me that links you directly to your first lesson on how to get full-service debt collection agencies to recover your accounts without them charging you a cent of commission. However, before you rush off to your inbox, as a special bonus, I want to share with you today one of the biggest, if not the biggest mistakes I see most business owners make when it comes to recovering their accounts, before showing you how to avoid falling victim to this trap yourself. So what is this big mistake? Well, in a nutshell, it's holding onto your debts too long. What I see all too often is that business owners call me in to recover their debts as really only a last resort. They've held onto their debts for 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, and many times longer, chasing them in-house, hoping and praying that one day their debtor will eventually cough up the money that they owe. But when the penny finally drops and they realize they aren't actually going to recover that debt themselves, that's when they almost reluctantly call in the debt collectors to mop up the mess. Now, there's all sorts of reasons why they do this, but what's critical to understand is that this reluctance is extremely dangerous and more often than not ends up costing you both in terms of money and unnecessary frustration. So let me show you why. Here's a graph that shows you how much of your overdue accounts you can expect to recover the older those accounts gets. So just to orientate you, up here is the dollar value of your debt, while down here is the number of months the account is overdue. So what does this graph actually show us? Well, if you were to wait 3 months before recovering an overdue account, for every dollar that's owed to you, you can reasonably expect to recover only 81 cents. To put this another way, by giving your debtors 90 days, i.e. 3 months, to pay their accounts, you're in effect throwing away almost 20% of your gross revenues. Instead of receiving your account in full, by waiting 90 days, you'll on average only get paid 81% of the money owed to you. Now, if you look at 6 months, you can expect to recover 65 cents in every dollar of money owed to you, i.e. you're throwing away around 35% of your revenue. And if it takes you 9 months to recover your accounts, you've effectively kissed half of it goodbye. Now, from all of this, there are two take-home messages. Firstly, the longer you wait, the less you'll actually recover. Put another way, the longer you wait, the more you'll get burnt. And secondly, by shortening the period you allow your clients to pay their accounts from 90 days to 30 days, you will in effect boost your gross revenues by 20 to 25%. And that's without any added effort, expense, or output. As you can see, this is a huge source of untapped profit hidden inside your business. And all you have to do is shorten the amount of time you give your debtors to pay up. So right now you might be wondering just why does the value of an unrecovered debt diminish the longer you leave it? Well, to understand what's really going on, you need to look beyond the fact that your debtor owes you money and actually get a feel for what's really going on in their lives. You see, when we look at our debtors ledger, this is what we see. We see a bunch of people owing us money. And because we're so focused on recovering our own debts, what we don't see is this. For each individual debtor on our debts ledger, there's a swag of other businesses also chasing them for money. So let's take a closer look at what's really going on in your debtor's life. Owing multiple people money, they initially get by stringing everyone along. It's not until someone actually threatens serious action that they make a genuine effort to settle a debt. Now, as time progresses, not only do more and more creditors press hard for their money, but the debtor's own financial position is getting tighter and tighter. So the upshot is, if you're trying to recover the debt on your own, while other creditors bring in professional debt collectors, well, naturally, your debtor will put you at the bottom of the heap when it comes to the pecking order of who they're going to pay first. It's a classic case of the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and because they know they can keep putting you off, Well, guess what? They pay their other creditors who are pressing harder before they pay you. And as you can imagine, by the time you start pressing for repayment, the cupboard is bare. Now they say desperate times call for desperate measures. So when your debtors eventually run out of cash to pay you, that's when they become unpredictable and dangerous. Backed into a corner, they'll either go into hiding or they'll come out fighting. And this fighting usually takes the form of disputing the debt in the knowledge that pretty much every debt collection agency won't pursue a disputed debt. All of which leaves you high and dry with virtually no one to help you. As you can appreciate, this explains why debt collection agencies have so much trouble recovering old debts. And while it's easy to blame debt collector for failing to recover an old debt, the reality is that it's the business owner who's actually set both themselves and the debt collection agency up for failure. Now, just like you, I hate being set up to fail. That's why I empower my clients with what I believe is the most affordable, the most efficient, and most powerful collection system available anywhere. Which is why lesson 2 of this online training program, I'm going to show you the most powerful way to recover your debts in-house in step-by-step detail. Armed with this knowledge, you can rest assured you'll always be first in line to get paid. So you can expect to receive that email tomorrow. But for now, head on over to your inbox, open up the email I've just sent you entitled "Please verify you've enrolled in my home study course," and click on the link inside that email. Now, when you click on that link, not only will you be taken straight to your first lesson, you'll also trigger the remainder of this online course to be delivered to your inbox over the next few days. Oh, and I should also mention, if you can't find my email in your inbox, make sure you check your junk box. And if my email is in your junk box, it's important that you click the button that says "This is not junk" in your email browser. If you don't, then all subsequent lessons that I send you will end up in your junk box, which sort of defeats the purpose of signing up in the first place. So head on over now to your inbox, click on the link inside my email, and that's it, you're in. So I'll talk to you again tomorrow.